Is Steam banning UK gamers from their favorite games? No, not exactly, but something huge just changed. The UK government is now changing how you play games on Steam, and it's happening right now. As of today, August 29th, UK users who want to access games with mature content on Steam, and that's a lot of games, have to verify their age. This is a direct result of a new law, and it's a big deal. You might wonder, what does this mean for you? So we're going to break down this new law, what Valve is making you do, and how this could be just the beginning for gamers everywhere. This all comes down to a piece of legislation called the UK Online Safety Act 2023. It's a law designed to make online platforms more responsible for what happens on their sites, with them claiming it's because they want to protect children from harmful content. Which I think most people would agree is a good thing on the surface, but that's also where most people aren't so naive and know that this is actually just about control. Critics argue it's a huge step towards a digital ID system and could be used to control the internet. The law has been widely criticized by human rights organizations like the EFF, which calls the act a massive threat to online privacy, security, and speech. The group in charge of making sure everyone follows these rules is Ofcom, the independent regulator for online safety in the UK. Now, the law is no joke. It requires platforms like Steam to put in place strong age checks. If a company doesn't follow the rules, they can face huge fines, up to £18 million or even 10% of their global revenue. That's a massive amount of money, and it's why companies are scrambling to make these changes. There are some who are not listening to these new rules. For example, the infamous online forum 4chan is fighting back. They, along with another site called Kiwi Farms, have filed a legal case against Ofcom in a US court, arguing that the law is being used to target the free speech rights of American citizens. They're saying Ofcom has no authority to enforce UK laws on US-based companies. And it's not just these other sites getting hit. The Wikimedia Foundation, the non-profit that runs Wikipedia, also filed a legal challenge to the law. A UK court dismissed the challenge, but the fact that a site like Wikipedia has to fight this shows how far-reaching this law is, affecting sites that you would assume are unrelated. So, what's Valve's response? According to their new official Steam support frequently asked questions, UK users must now go through an age verification process to access store pages, community hubs, and discussions for mature rated games. This includes things like Red Dead Redemption 2, Cyberpunk 2077 will be behind this age gate. So if you don't verify, you can no longer access the pages for these other games. According to the frequently asked questions, the process is pretty straightforward. You have to verify your age using a credit card. Valve's frequently asked questions states, your UK Steam account is considered age verified for as long as a valid credit card is stored on the account. When you add your card, it triggers a £0 authorization hold. This isn't a charge, it's just a temporary check to make sure the card is valid. Some people, though, are still on the fence about why it has to be a credit card, but Valve explains it in their new support page, saying, in the UK, an individual must be at least 18 years of age to get a credit card. Therefore, credit card issuers are obliged to verify the age of an applicant before providing them with a credit card. This method is seen as highly effective by Ofcom. Valve also mentions that keeping the card on your account makes it harder for someone to share it with a minor, as they would be risking someone spending their money. Valve also emphasizes privacy. They say this method preserves the maximum degree of user privacy compared to other options like facial scans or sending over your ID. And they also add in an important detail. The verification process therefore provides no information about a user's content preferences to payment providers or other third parties. So, if you live in the UK, you will need to verify your age, which Valve has laid out in a step-by-step guide. If for some reason this process fails, Valve says to first reach out to your bank, and if that doesn't work, then you should make a support ticket. The reason why this is so important, though, for everyone worldwide is that this seems like a major shift that has been happening within the past few months. We have seen more and more countries open to this idea of some sort of online safety act, forcing nearly every single online platform to put a face and a name on accounts. Take the US for example. While they don't have a law like the UK yet, a similar bill called the Kids Online Safety Act, or KOSA, has been introduced by the Senate, which just has to go through a few stages and then could turn into an actual law. COSA is designed to put a quote-unquote duty of care on platforms to protect kids. We are already seeing some companies take actions on their own, like YouTube, which back on August 13th rolled out their own AI age verification for the United States. If the AI thinks you're under 18 based on your viewing habits, it will apply protections to your account. So it seems like this is just the general direction everyone is going, and that the UK is just a testing ground before other countries follow suit. And if that happens, this is how you will be verifying your age on Steam. Will other countries follow, and will this become the new normal for us all? Let me know what you think in the comments down below.